In the yesterday's update, we have been able to plan this big drop and this big push to the upside. I'm going to really cover everything so you can understand how it is possible to plan such move on this asset or on every asset really. The only thing you have to do is to use Elliott Waves. Elliott Wave is something that a lot of people are hating, but today I can tell that you're going to absolutely love it, because when you're going to see what we have planned yesterday and how it played really, you're going to understand really how strong this is. This was what we have planned yesterday. First of all, was looking for this lower time frame wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to be complete. As I said, we have more chance to go between the 38.2 and the 50%. But it's just that we have more chance to go there. Can we bounce before? Yes, absolutely. It's just less probable, but it's not impossible. So if you take the small wave here, the pink wave we have planned yesterday, right here, the 3, 4, 5, you can see the pink waves, are the blue wave I have right now. So to speak, this blue wave here, I'm gonna make them pink again so you can see really everything. And so this was what I was looking for yesterday. Okay, I'm gonna go to a bit of a lower time frame. So we was looking for the most probable buy zone that was between here, the right here, between the 50%, 30.2 and 50% here. So to speak, this was a buy zone. Now we bounced it before, it's absolutely fine. From here we've got the wave 5, we've got the rise, and so after that, of course, if we complete the pink 5 waves, what it means that we have done the red wave 5. As you can see here, we complete the red wave 5. So from here, what we expected was simply, once we are done with the red wave 5 right here, we are simply going to look at this fib right here, 3618 or 423.6. These were the two fibs you had to be aware of really if we had to push higher and do this yellow wave 5. If I just pull the fib again, you can see that we have done this exactly. So right there to this bottom, by the way, right here, and the wave 3. So you can see we got a rejection perfectly, like absolutely perfectly, of that 3618 right here. This was the fib you can see we rejected from yesterday, and this was the fib was looking for. The two different fibs was looking for a possible stop to look for this big move to the downside here. It was looking for that big retracement here between this 38.2 and the 50%. So it was around 0.092. You can see here, so 0.092 up to 0.099, I guess, or maybe 0.1, yeah, around 0.1. This was the two fibs you had to be aware of, and from the first fib I gave you here, we've got a nice big move to the downside. Why? Simply because we was looking for this big move to the downside with this white wave, right? So we've got this nice white wave to the downside. Up, I'm just going to remove that like this. Bam, I'm gonna make this like that. Yeah, so from the 3618 wave 3 target, the wave 3 target of which wave, by the way? This wave 3, okay, the white wave was looking for yesterday, wave 3 here or here, and so we make the wave 3, we retrace between, as you can see here, the 38.2 or the 50% here, I mean between these two fibs really, so you can pull the retracement from the top of the wave 3 to the root of the wave 3 or the bottom of the wave 2, it depends how do you want to name that, and surprise, surprise, we go exactly into this target to get a bounce and get a nice 30-40% increase in price, if I'm mistaken. Yeah, 38% increase in price. This is just absolutely crazy. From here, get a bounce and go where into the first wave 5 target. Bam, right here. The 1618, again, the 1618 and the 2618 are never well touched to the dollar, so this is absolutely fine to go a bit above and spend some time and then retrace. Okay, now the thing is we need to count some 5 waves in the smaller wave here to complete that. I don't like this so much. It's possible to be done, to be honest with you, but what I will be aware of as we did to the highs, it's something that this I don't know why it's slow like that today. Yesterday it was on Bybit, today is on MEXC, but anyway, so we can still be in the wave 4. It is possible, to be honest with you. For example, be in a running flat, and that is a running flat or a flat, right? An extended or a running flat, simply because we did took the highs against here. So we have this high with this wave 3 top. We went above now, so the only possible correction remaining is an ABC flat, so to speak. A correction, B correction, C wave, 5 waves. If we have to be in this, again, I'm not going to trade this personally because I am working on a new Elliott Wave course, so I cannot be everywhere and do everything at the same time. But if we have to be in such configuration, then you just have to pull this ABC extension from the A wave root to the A wave bottom to the B wave top, and from here you're going to look for the following targets. Boom, misclick at that. First of all, MC extension 618, 71, 786. If this is lost, we simply look for the next target 121 extension. If this is lost, we look for the 1823. If this is lost, 1618, but we shall not go there. This is really low. If we start going there, it's not looking so good, to be honest. So these are the targets really. If we have to make a longer wave 4, these are the targets really where we can look for something in a possible plan before to make a another wave 5 and possibly go into the 2618 of the wave 5. If you want, by the way, to find a wave 5 target, you just have to pull your extension tool from the wave 1 root to the wave 1 top to the wave 4 bottom, okay? And at the 1618 and the 2618. Personally, I'm gonna take the case today that this wave 4 bottom is in. It was really quick, but the wave 4 was a bit long, so that's fine, to be honest with you. And so that, and just I'm gonna take the case that the wave 5 top is in. I remember that these days we do some crazy extension in the wave 5. You have the proof here. You do some massive wave 5 here compared to wave 1 and 3. This is just absolutely crazy. So it's possible, for example, here to make also another wave 1, 2, 3, or 5. Bam. Keep pushing her like really crazy. But yeah, as I say, you know, I'm not so and crazy bullish like that all the time. Yes, there is moon in my name, but I am staying realistic still, and so I'm gonna stay a bit neutral, not too bullish, not too bearish, and we're going to cover what we can expect next if we are in this most probable configuration where we do not do an extension, because always to do an extension is less probable, or to do such for example bigger configuration is possible. But I'm going to show you still what we can expect next, really. That is for me the most probable, and not being, I mean, the ABC flat here, as I said, it's something possible to spend a bit more time, but we already bounced it from our wave 4 target, so it's fine, to be honest with you. So now, if we are in this, if we have completed this white 5 wave, the thing is, what can we expect next? Because yes, we have covered that in the first update I have done on the YouTube channel, by the way. Let me find this really quickly. So it is in this video here with the 3 Elliott Wave scenarios we had to be aware of, and let me just find this in the video. Here you go. So this was the possible configuration we was looking for. You know, again, if you want to get more about this higher time frame scenario, so you can really understand everything, just go and check this out. But as you can see, we was looking for this possible big and massive push to the upside here. Minimum into 0.07. We are now, by the way, went into the 2618 here of the wave 3, of the pink wave 3. So we're going to add these waves on the chart. We're going to cover everything really, so you know exactly what to expect next. So we're going to hide, yeah, we're going to hide this. Let me just go on a bit of a bigger time frame. Don't know whether there is a point here. Now we have possibly completed the white 5 waves. So if we have completed the white 5 waves, we can look for this pink wave 3 to be completed, as we was looking for here. As you can see, with this nice 1, 2, bam, big push up. Wave 3 went into the 2618 here. If you pull the extension too, you can see here that we went into the 2618 from the A wave root to the A wave top to the sorry, for the wave 1 root to the wave 1 top to the wave 2 bottom. From here you added 2618. As you can see here, this was the bottom, the top, sorry, here. And so yeah, it's pretty cool. So the thing is, now what can we expect if we have done the wave 3 top? It's very simple. First of all, we just need to find what was the wave 2 retracement here to determine what can be the wave 4. So to do so, you just have to put your retracement tool from the wave 1 top down to the wave 1 root right here. And so from here, as always, you can do the opposite. It depends if you reverse your tool. I did reverse on my tool, so it's from the top to the bottom. If you did not reverse your tool, you have to do it from the bottom to the top. From here, I'm going to add a wave 2 target, the most probable one, where you have 73% chance to bounce from. And here we go, we got a bounce between the 50, 618, 66%. This is a place, the zone really, where a wave 2 have 73% chance to bounce from. So this is the highest probable target. When we do this, this is classed as a regular wave 2, because this is where we have more chance to go. So when we do a regular wave 2, where we expect to go next on the wave 4, it's simply between the 23.6 and the 38.2 with the MC fib in between. And we have even more chance to bounce from the MC fib and the 38.2. So this right here is a buy zone if we have to be in this wave 4. As always, there is always another configuration, so don't forget that we can, for example, be in an A, B, C. The smaller waves are exactly the same. Again, with the context, doesn't really make sense, but everything is possible. You have to understand that. That's why when we take a trade, when we trade the market, we use the risk management. We risk maximum per trade 2%, because we, like this, we avoid getting liquidations or stuff like that. Yes, this seems to be a good trade, but sometimes, you know, we do something else. So that's why use a risk management if you trade this. So this is a target. Okay, we're going to look for. Keep in mind that we have more chance to bounce from between the 23.6, the first fib right here. You can see 23.6 down to the 38.2. This is a zone really where I have more chance to bounce, but we have even more chance to bounce from the MC fib, the 31.32, the fib I have created here, down to the 38. I mean, the value I have not created the Fibonacci, of course, now, but the values here, I ran some statistics on this. So yeah, we have more chance to bounce from the MC fib and the 38.2 than the 23.6. Now everything is possible. We just less probable to bounce from here directly, but we have still more chance to bounce in all of these zones. So to speak, between the 0 $0.085 down to $0.077. This is a buy zone really where we can look for this possible wave 4 to be done. Okay, so to speak, you have this possible long setup in play from, so we can look for the 2316. Now normally it is more probable to go into the MCFib or the 38.2. Now it's all about probabilities. Can we stop higher? Yes, we saw that yesterday. We can absolutely stop higher than this. But yeah, so this is a possible long setup really. If we have to go, for example, just so you understand how you can place your wave 5 targets and yeah, how you can find your wave 5 targets really, it's very simple. What you have to do here is just take your extension tool. Okay, so right here, you take it, you first click on the wave 1 root, second click on the wave 1 top, and third click on the wave 4 bottom. So let's take the case that we're going to go to the the MCFib. You know what? Let's take the case that we go to the MCFib here. So right there. From here, we just have to add on our extension tool the 618, 1-to-1 extension, 1618, and 2618. These are the wave 5 targets. Now what we can see is that with the first target, this brings us with a truncated wave 5. Why? Because the wave 5 stopped before the wave 3 top. So we look, this is possible. Again, it's all about probabilities. It's not impossible to stop here, but it's a lot less probable. So we look for the target, the first one that is not truncated, and in that case here, the 1-to-1 extension is the most probable target. Again, bam, this right here, remember that we do have some targets above still. We have the 1-to-1 extension, most probable target. Again, it's if we bounce from the MCFib, so to speak here. If we go below, bam, it's gonna lower this 1-to-1 extension. Okay, and so bam, this in that case, most probable target is the 1618. Because to do a double top swing failure power fail auction is also less probable using Elliott Wave, but sometimes still possible. So here it's in case we have to bounce from the 3130 to the MCFib. This will be the first target. It's just so you can understand how you place that. So if we bounce from a long target where I placed the long MCFib, we just have to look first of all more likely for this 1-to-1 extension. It's possible to retrace from before, as I said, but it's less probable. So 1-to-1 extension more likely first target. Then in that case, we'll have to look for the BAM 1618, and from here, BAM 2618 maximum target. So normally with this wave 5, if we bounce from the MCFib, we normally should reach BAM, if I can take this wave 5, we normally should reach maximum around $0.13 on this asset. Maybe, you know, go a bit above and go around the psychological level, around $0.15 it's possible, as a 1618 and a 2618 are never well respected. That's why you have to do your small wave count in this to determine what are the more likely targets really. Okay, but for now, yeah, we don't have the wave 4 bottom. We need to get a small wave into the wave 5, so we need to start that wave 5 to be able to recognize that. For now, it's just too early. So for now, the most probable target is 1618. If we manage to go that down and bounce from here exactly, and so when we have done this, really, what can we look for next? We normally are going to be done with a wave 5, with a wave 3, and so from here we simply have to look for a bigger wave 4 retracement. So what we have to do here is exactly the same than this pink wave 4. We have to pull a retracement from the top right here of the wave 3 to the bottom right here, and here we go again. This will be the buy zone of the wave 4. Or as always, if we get nothing good for long in here, we just crash from here. It means that, okay, this was a C wave top, and in that case, this was an A, B, C zigzag to the upside, 5 waves correction, 5 waves, and now we're going to look for a big push to the, big move down, really, big pullback. Only time can tell. I cannot tell you this. It depends really. For example, what Bitcoin is going to decide at that time. If Bitcoin is just super bearish, we're going to be in the ABC zigzag on everything really. If Bitcoin is still super bullish, we're going to be and take this impulsive 3, 4, 5 to the upside. Okay, so right, yeah, hope that makes sense really. As always, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like, to subscribe to the channel, to turn notifications. Also write some comments down below if you can. This helps a lot as always with YouTube algorithm. So thank you so much if you take the time to do it. And this being said, have a nice weekend, take care of you, and catch you all in the next one. Cheers.